Hey, beautiful people. How's it going? Are we recording? I think we is. Yes, we is recording. All right. I do something with the hairdo, man. Get the Kangro hat on. Come here, Murph. You want to come on the video? Come on over here. You want to say a few words? We're talking about the moon tonight. He doesn't want to show. All right, no big deal. All right, here we go. Got a little discovery going on from Dendera, Egypt. Dendera Temple. Pretty trippy out there in Dendera. So anyways, Dendera and the moon. I caught something doing some research, and I seen something like an anomaly, you know. I was like, there was a Stele there, a moon image of the far side of the moon. I'm like, well, how do they know what the far side of the moon looks like, you know? We just found out a few years ago, actually the Russians space agency put together a picture of the far side of the moon, which by the way does face the Earth, but we can't see it because of the lighting conditions, which we're going to get into a little bit here. Come here, Murph. Come here. Come here. No? All right. Camera shy. There is a stele of the far side of the moon on the ceiling in the Dendera temple. Well, how did it get there? And how did ancient Egyptians know what the far side of the moon looks like? If the far side of the moon faced the Earth, it would look like daytime at night. Okay, it would be just as bright as daytime. More than 50% of the near side of the moon has dark, non-reflective regions. What does that mean? That means we're only getting half the light from the moon. That moon is pretty bright. When you get into the getting close to your full moons, you're reflecting a lot of sunlight onto the Earth. Now, just imagine if 50% brighter, okay, which is what the far side of the moon has. I mean, it's just there's no dark images on the far side of the moon, which is more evidence that somebody put the dark regions and made images on the near side of the moon. For the people that just can't get it, I'm talking to you people. You know who you are. You're out there, you know. It's okay. I was there once too. Anyways, let's bang through this. It's going to be a short one, I hope. Try to keep the rambling, nonsensical rambling down to a minimum. All right, here's the stele in question. All right, and you will notice further into the video that this area right here, okay, it's on the ceiling. This is the moon. The horns represent the metonic cycle. All right, okay, there's a metonic cycle. The moon shifts back and forth. All right, so it's in the middle, and here we are. There's this region right here I want you to pay close attention to, all right? And then there's if you look at my other videos, there's a cobra on the moon, right? It's coming out the side. Now, with that dark side, that little near side of the moon, this would be where the cobra would be if you were looking at it from the near side of the moon, if you were aware of the cobra, because the cobra would be on the bottom side. Okay, it's the top right-hand side in the northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere, I think it's the opposite. Yeah, it's the opposite. But anyways, it's pretty trippy there. All right, here's a kind of like a mirror image. You know, it's on a stand. There's the metonic cycle. Here's the all-seeing eye, you know, and one of your gods up there. You got is that Horus? And anyways, it just absolutely blew my mind when I picked it up. Now here's what I'm talking about. You got these two images here. This is the dark region I'm talking about on the moon, and that's the dark region on this stele up on the ceiling in Dendera. Now, I'll show you some pictures. They really line up quite incredible. This really isn't to scale, but I did some measuring. And you can see this. I can't perform without my drumstick. I did some measuring, and this thing is almost perfect to the location of this. Okay, so this and this line up. It's just beyond just coincidental. It's something else going on here. All right, now here it is right here. You got that dark region on the far side of the moon, and guess what it lines up with? It lines up with the eye of the man on the moon. It's directly behind the eye of this guy, which is Osiris, Khonsu, whoever. It's one of the gods. It's the creator gods, and Amun-Ra. So I mean that the irony, no pun intended, is this is right behind the eye of the man on the moon. Okay, freaky. So we're gonna go back. Here's the eye, right? All-seeing eye for you people in club eyeball, And then this was I was actually lying on the floor in this temple taking pictures of this amazing work. Hence, they put it on the ceiling because they want you to look at the sky. This is while the stuff is happening. Okay. Now there's a lot of boats and things in here. And what is the connection between boats and the moon? Yes, you in the back. Yes, spit it out, son. Spit it out. Right. The moon controls the tides. Okay. And all these, I counted all these. They come up their moon numbers. Half, metonic cycle or your regular 28-day cycle, 27.223, if you want to get technical. There's your 223. Anyways, so it's part of the moon cycle. So there's a lot of symbology in here. Now here it is right here. This is the guy right here I'm talking about. Then you have another one here. So anyways, it's just an anomaly that I'm not thinking it is an anomaly. It's pretty fascinating. Now, if you look at this picture, it has like almost 2 eyes and a little tiny mouth here, right? Now, if you zoom in on my picture, it has 2 eyes and a little mouth. Okay, it's the same identical marking as that other picture. All right, so I'm just pointing out the similarities here. It's not an anomaly. It's there's something more going on here. Now, there's from the back side that's the near side of the moon. Okay, obviously with the Earth in the background. This is also moon stuff. These are metonic cycle numbers or things of that nature. Everything's a wave, the gravitational wave from the moon. Everything's moon related in Egypt. I mean, everything ties into the moon. Like these people are on board with what's going on with the moon. And there was like hundreds of these things. I went over there with the intent to find the dark images of the moon, and I think the priests covered them over. I honestly think, they hid the knowledge. They had a big falling out with Akhenaten and whoever else, Seti and Ramses and everything else. So this stuff was just smoothed over. Okay, but we do get the cobra, right? The cobra's here, cobra tail coming out. Both the cobra head and the tail are on the moon. If you watch my videos, you'll see them. You check them out yourself. But I believe these were plastered over the millennia. And this is what we ended up with, hide and go seek. How do we control people? We control the knowledge, the cardinal knowledge. So that's it's still the same game going on today, Again, here's the other picture, a little close up here. Obviously, that's moon there. That's the moon. This is the moon. These are like moon cycles, full moon. Going into your quarter moons or what have you. Again, all these boats, they're all connected to the moon cycle. You get the waves, gravitational waves here. You ever get a chance to get over there and check this temple out? I mean, it's just just fascinating. I mean, you just stay there for weeks and just you know, be drooling on yourself every day. I mean, it's just unbelievable. The architecture, the work. These columns are like 60, 70 feet high, 6, 7 feet, 8 feet in diameter. I mean, the scale, the enormous scale. Now, the psychopaths and mental defectives over there, they chisel out the deities because whatever, they didn't get paid enough. They don't like them. They had an issue with what the decree was. Maybe they had a coronavirus back then. Everybody snapped, lost their minds. And that's about it. So it's kind of just to take a trip through it real quick. A trip through the discovery. This is pretty cool, this one here. Let's see if the waves come back up again. I'm starting to put this stuff on PowerPoint. It's actually working out. Well, it didn't start though for some reason. Oh well. Anyways, but this is the question. This is it right here. The shape of it, the exact location, and it's right behind Amun-Ra's good right eye. He has a good right eye, right up top there. So you know, getting into the science of it all, and this is like, you know, almost like set up like a mirror. You know, like it's a mirror image of the backside. But getting into the technology, like I was alluding to earlier in the video, is that if I decided to let out the information on how to rotate the moon and make it brighter here on Earth, which it's up to me whether or not I do let out that information, but we could actually increase the light at nighttime and conserve on all those ridiculous lights that we have in all the cities polluting the planet, right? I mean, you know, it's up to you guys. You know, send me in a request, send me in some information, make some comments. Do you want it lighter at nighttime or not? You know, let me know. But it's definitely going to change things for sure if you rotate and get the far side of the moon facing the Earth. Like I said earlier, it's like 50% brighter across the board. So even when you get into your quarter phases and like okay, half a moon would be as bright as a full moon. Okay, that's a good way of looking at it. You know, statistically thinking. And so if you had this, and so the dark regions would not be prevalent at nighttime. It would just be bright. Every moon would be just, you'd have to look like me to go look at it. You know, sunglasses on and everything. So the point being, I mean, this could save a lot of nighttime pollution, shut the lights off, and stop the fleecing of the Earth's population by the big power companies that are selling us light that generally everybody's asleep when the lights are on. I mean, you know, it's the biggest scam going, okay? And people got flashlights and lights on their cars and motorcycles and buses or whatever you're driving, even planes. So you don't really need that much lighting anymore. So, whatever's out there in the daytime is out there in the nighttime. Nothing's changing. Well, you got a couple of theories floating around here and there, but for the most part, it's the same planet. All right. So that all being said, it's just a concept, you know, a theory, and you know, it's good theory, you know, because what I come to reason with, I mean, is the bull. It's obviously the shape of the constellation and the bull. And who knows, you know, there might be some symbology here to where some of the human family came from. Not all of us came from the same star systems. It's kind of like a refugee came from a lot of us. Got trapped down here. But anyways, which leads me to believe that the Egyptians were living in a time where the bright side of the moon was facing the Earth and dark image side of the moons were facing away. They were the far side of the moon. If I say moon one more time, that's 26 moons. No, I'm just kidding. So, anyways, my brain's in the gutter. So the point I'm trying to make is it's becoming more and more apparent that they really didn't have the dark images of the moon facing them when they put these steles up. So it was a lot lighter at nighttime. Now maybe that's you know, a technology that, you know, like I said earlier, I could release that, you know, if I felt like it would do something good for humanity. But we'll see if, you know, it's a theory anyways on how to rotate that thing. But that all being said, it's you know, it was probably you know, it went through its era, went through an era. It rotated to the you know, the image side of the moon facing the planet, and here we are. You know, in the age of man and Capricorn. The tide's coming in, and you know, the tide goes out. You're in the age of Cancer, the claw. You know, and Cobra. You know, it's scavenger, hunter gatherer. You know, it's not the age of farming and things of that nature. So it's a totally different way of survival on the planet for the human species, anyways. But anyways, I'm just rambling on now. So just throwing some ideas out there. You know, obviously there's going to be some people that are going to say that that's just a piece of plastic that fell off and all that stuff. Well, you know, you go around the corner a couple of feet away from this. That's where, you know, the plaster fell off and revealed the planes, helicopters, submarines, you know, and a couple other, you know, modern traveling vehicles that we use today to get around. So, that all being said, like I said, the images are almost identical. Okay, coming from the old country now. All right. So, and another amazing thing is it's right behind the eye of Amun-Ra. So again, more eye stuff going on. It's all about the eye, and the eyes have it. All right. So I think that's about it. If you want, yeah, give me a like. Give me some comments. I'll do some more on Dendera. I mean, I got some more on the crypts that I was in, and the whole place is. I mean, it's a, you know, it's thousands of pages really. If you want to put this stuff in a book, you know, give me a like, give me a shout, throw some comments out there. Tell me what you guys want to see. You know, let me know what's you getting. You know, any questions, something you want me to jump into. I know people ask me about alien stuff. I don't know. I just the word alien just detest that term, but that's just me. Anyways, I'll get into some of that stuff, extraterrestrial stuff and things of that nature. We'll hammer that out at a later date. All right, likes and subscribe and share this stuff, man. Get it out there, share it. You know, it's your planet too. All right, peace out, people.